Hey everybody, welcome to Epic Empire. Welcome to Epic Empire. It's been a crazy day. I just got back from urgent care. I got a crazy phone call from one of our coaches who's going through traumatic stuff right now. So I'm trying to pull it together and give you all I got. So if you don't know this already, our document in Epic Empire for Success Club and rank advancement is in our team page on Facebook. So it's up to you to go in there every time you sell a challenge pack and you get 2 points, or you get Shakeology Home Direct and you get 1 point, or if you rank advance, we do all of our recognition from that document because we are all business owners and I don't need to go back into the back office and search for everybody. Some people I can only see 3 levels down, and I want to make sure you guys are getting the recognition. So if you have coaches on this team, that have coaches, make sure they know about this document so that when they're on the call or they're listening to the recording. I know a lot of coaches have to listen to the recording because they're on the East West Coast or something like that, and it's like dinner time there. Make sure they're putting their numbers so I can give them a shout out. All right, so it's October. It's like October 21st, Back to the Future Day, right? Anybody celebrate Back to the Future Day? I thought it was kind of cool. Anyways, so on the board, we have Amy O'Rear at 1 point, Alyssa at 2 points, Tracy Cameron, 1 coach and 4 points, Elizabeth Carney at 1 coach and 4 points, Beth at 1 point, Selena Torres, that's a new one, 1 coach and 2 points. Congratulations, Selena. Brittany McGowan, always rocking at 2 points, Derek Maybe at 4 points, Jenny Bradshaw at 1 coach and 4 points, and then Lee Renee at 1 point. So you guys are so close, especially you 4-pointers. You have 9 days, would be 10 days left of this month to get. For some of you, it's 4 points. For some of you, it's 1 point. 4 to 1 points. You can totally do it. All right. So let's see here. The people who are in Success Club 5. Whoop, whoop. Rebecca Thompson. First month as a coach, 6 points. Congratulations. Carla Perry, 1 coach, 6 points. Brittany Fleetwood has 1 coach, 8 points. Ren Young, 1 more challenge pack, Brittany, and you're at Success Club 10. Ren Young has 6 points. Myself at 1 coach and 6 points. And Victoria Carter at 3 coaches and 6 points. All of a sudden, Victoria's been showing up on this document. It's pretty impressive. So those are our numbers so far for the month of October. Like I said, we have 10 more days left in the month. So plenty of time to dig in, send your invites, do your follow-ups. I'm telling you, the key to, I don't like saying closing the sale because that's creepy and we're not salespeople. We are selling a product. But getting the challenger into your challenge group is in the follow-up. You can send invites so you're blue in the face, but if you don't follow up with these people, it's not going to happen. So most of you who are on this call, have probably had a follow-up from somebody who invited you to this whole journey. So remember that, and sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 exposures before they're willing to jump in and take this journey with you. So that is our recognition. Announcements. We just finished up Super Saturday. I hope everybody had a blast. Raise your hand if you went to Super Saturday. Good job, everybody that got out there and got to a Super Saturday. I know we had some in Texas, some in Virginia, we had some in California. So thank you so much for taking that time and investing in your business. I promise you it will pay off with the knowledge, and just getting to be a part of the Beachbody culture is kind of fun. Also, save the date. No excuses. January 9th is our next Super Saturday. Okay, I tell you ahead of time, the very reason you put it in your calendar and you don't have, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be at my best friend's dinner party. Like, really? It's only 4 times a year. Okay, 4 times a year, then you got Summit, then you got Success Club trip, but you know what I mean, right? It's in your hometown, or it's within an hour driving distance from your house. So make it a priority. January 9th, it's my birthday weekend. You guys can all celebrate by going to Super Saturday, right? All right, so, and we might, DC, guess who's coming to ours? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. We have Bonnie Engel. I don't know if you know Bonnie, but she's the girl that's like on Facebook all the time. Like, she's known for her crazy selfie facials. And Miguel Carusco, he's one of the top 20 coaches in Canada, and Bonnie Engel is number 6 in the network. So she's number 6 coach of the company, and she's only been coaching for 16 months. Crazy. She's coming. What that means is typically when we have a top 10 coach at Super Saturday, after they've just announced who the top 10 was for the previous year, we typically get a Carl Deichler or a Jeff Hill or Michael Neiman. So we'll have somebody from corporate at our Super Saturday. We just don't know who yet. So there's that. What else? Oh, the big thing I want to talk about, and we'll kind of follow up with it in my presentation tonight, and make sure your coaches are on. If you have newbie coaches, they need to be on this call, because this is a great how to post on Facebook kind of call. So we have something called the Fall Classic coming up. Your registration is already open. What we are going to do is we are going to divide up into groups of 3, only 1 diamond per team. You don't have to be an experienced coach to even lead or be a captain of a team. It's just pairing up, and 1 person has to be a captain. This is similar to what we would do in Team Cup months, where we do in groups of 5. But for this one, it's going to be in groups of 3. So I want you guys, if you are an Emerald, then you should be, especially if you're an Emerald with 2 like business builders that you've added to your team, you need to lead those other 2 people as a team. So don't try to pair up with like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go side with Carla because she gets like 20 million points all the time. Carla is now a leader, so she's got to look down to her coaches and work with them and pair up as a team with them. And then I'll find some of my newbie coaches and pair up with them. So 3 people to a team, and you get points. The points are based on similar to Success Club, but there's other points also involved. So you get 2 points for selling Challenge Pack. You get 1 point for selling Shakeology Home Direct. And then the little curveball they throw in there is if you rank advance, your team gets 1 point. And if one of your coaches rank advances, then they get a point, of course, because they did, and you get a point. So it's kind of a really big month of growth. They give out a ton of fun prizes. I haven't looked, and Libby might know what the prizes are. If not, we'll post it. Libby, if you can post what the Fall Classic prizes are when it comes out, that would be great. But typically, I mean, like, we got selfie sticks, and we got programs and T-shirts and hats and all kinds of fun prizes. I've won an iPad. I've won a Blendtec $400 blender. There's all kinds of really cool prizes you can win. And you know what? It's just the time to really branch out into like little small accountability groups. We do accountability all the time in our challenge groups. This is a time where you can have an accountability partner as coaches. So if you are brand new to Epic Empire, you're going to have a team. All my coaches will be on a team. If you're not on my team, we're going to pair you up with people who have been around for a little while and make this a fun experience. We'll get a little competitive in Epic Empire. I'm really going to kick Alex Grimm's team's butt and Julie's team's butt, and I'm going to kick Carla's team's butt. You can wait for you guys to look and smile. These are all my little competitive people. But it's a good time, and we'll have a little competition, and I'm coming up with some ideas of things I might do for our team as well for winners on Epic Empire. So, Fall Classic, 3 people. Go ahead and start stealing people now. But don't try to stack your team. If you're a leader, you need to be getting your coaches engaged in this process, helping them hit Success Club, helping them rank advance, because when they rank advance and you rank advance and you're on the same team, you get more points. So it makes more sense for you to pair up with your downline. All right. So let me go into the call. I don't know if Kelly's on. I think she just got home. So I'm going to share a screen. You guys don't laugh at my crazy. If you're OCD, sorry. It's a little crazy. Let me pull up this presentation. Can you guys see it? Nod your head yes if you can. Yes. I see Rebecca yawning and nodding. Okay, we're good. All right, so I've done this presentation before, but we have so many new coaches that I think it's important to restate it, but at the same time kind of do a gut check on, like Keyshawn said, on your business. Are you really doing the things that are vital to your business? Are you starting to get a little lame in your Facebook posting. I know I've come to moments where I'm like, I don't even know what to post. So I start making up stuff and it's not good. It's so lame and boring. Or my mom posts, I'm like, no, Mom, no. And I'm like, so I gave her a rock star shout out, but that was actually I wrote for her. She's got a little slight edge with having me. Now she comes upstairs and is like, Jatana, I don't know what to say. Can you write it for me? Stinker. Anyways. All right. So your Facebook, it is your storefront. It is where you will market yourself, where you will advertise what you have to offer. And is where you will engage with customer. Oh, I don't know why it says customer service and coach relations, reviews and referrals and businesses. This is totally Kelly's slide because I have no idea what she's talking about. But what I'm going to say is Facebook is your storefront. Before you became a coach, it was like the way to share with your family, right? You would share pictures of your kids or whatever dinner you made that night. Wipe all that out, sort of. Hold it right here. Put your mentality on that Facebook is your business. It is your storefront. It is your brand. You will bring this stuff over here that you used to post before, and you will intertwine it in with your Beachbody lifestyle. And there's a way to do it that is really tactful and tasteful and attractive, where people want to know more. People actually, this is weird to me, but it happens. People go to my Facebook page daily just to see what I'm doing. That is because I have continued to build this audience and a following with positivity, inspiration, real life issues, things that I'm struggling with. I mean, fashion tips, whatever, that my audience likes to follow. And it's kind of like a blog if you think about it in that sense. So we're going to kind of go over some ideas of how you can really be engaging on your Facebook page. So what to post? You should be posting at least 3 to 4 times a day. And they can be topics varying over whatever is going on in your life. Obviously, if you're a mom, you're going to be talking about your kids because that's a relatable topic. Pets, fashion, family, arts, crafts, organizations, sports, all the stuff's listed on there. Couponing. I tell my coaches to pick 5 things about themselves and make sure you post on those 5 things. If not daily, you should be posting at least 3 of them daily. One of them be in your workout. But those 5 things should be your posts each day. And don't deviate too much from those 5 things because you lose your audience. They're like, I don't even know. One day she's talking about duct tape, and the next day she's talking about Bud Light, and I don't know. Make sure you're real consistent. I said Bud Light because I thought I bought Mick Ultra, but I guess I bought Bud Light. Anyways, make sure you're consistent. So think of those 5 things. For me, I like to post about my faith. I like to post about my family. I post about fitness, obviously, and that's my Beachbody stuff. And I don't post, and then we're going to talk about this, I don't post Beachbody. I post my fitness journey, which is different. I do fashion. It's my audience. They love it. They love to see different outfits put together. And they're like, oh, that's really cool. You know what I mean? And then they interact with it. And then my last one is nutrition. So, and it can be nutrition as in how I feed my kids. Or I did a post the other day about how we're changing Josh's diet. So those are the things that I consistently post about 3 to 4 times a day and spread them out. So if you're posting 3 or 4 posts within an hour and a half, that's really bad. And it is white noise and people can get annoyed by it. So make sure you're spreading it out. You do one in the morning, mid-afternoon. I did my breastfeeding schedule, 7-10, 1-4, 7-10. You do that. Every 3 hours, if you breastfeeding mamas, if you remember that, every 3-hour schedule. Sorry, TMI for if there's any guys on the call. But have a schedule. Every morning for sure. 8:30 in the morning, 7:30 to 8:30 is our prime time if you are a stay-at-home mom. You should definitely be doing it around lunchtime. And you should definitely be doing it between the 8:30, 9:30 time frame when we put our kids to bed and then we get on Facebook and lay in bed with our husbands with our iPhones because it's really bad. I don't do that. But, there's those people who are married that lay in the bed and look at their iPhones. That's who you're posting for. Anyways, So 3 to 4 times a day, make sure you pick topics, make sure you make them interesting. So for example, you'll see Sarah put some little image thing on there. I don't even remember what the post was about, but it says Christmas magic, and she's talking about how her family's spending time together. They put away electronics, and they are spending quality time together. Kelsey here, she doesn't have kids, so she posts about her fur babies. And you know those people with fur babies, they'll get all out and be like, oh my gosh, your dog's so cute. I have a lab too, or whatever, golden retriever too. And they'll talk about it, and that's engagement, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then here I was at Target, and I was trying on a shirt to go to a women's night out, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to snap some pictures. And I'm in the fitting room, and I got 3 different shirts on, 1, 2, 3, photo-fi, really easy to put the numbers on there. And I think I had 126 people tell me which outfit they liked better. And the reason why that is so valuable, especially for your new coaches, listen, the more people engage with your Facebook posts, the more your posts show up in their news feeds. Now, if you continue to see your mom and your aunt and your best friend in your news feeds, that's not good. You don't want to see a bunch of coaches and your mom and your aunt and your best friend. You want to see new people, fresh people. Those are people that are going to start seeing your posts about your fitness journey. So make sure that you are doing posts that are engaging, that people want to comment on. It's so, so important. All right. Every single post. I was telling my mom this the other day. Sorry, Mom, you're the guinea pig. You live with me. I have a coach that lives with me. And every single time you post, it needs to be very, very intentional. It needs to be very original. Think about, sorry, I'm looking off to the sides because you guys are all over here in the columns. So I'm like looking at your faces. Every time you post, think about who you're speaking to. A lot of times it's somebody like yourself. So if you're posting about date night, then talk to you before you're getting ready for date night. Like, what would you say? What would you talk about? Post like you're talking to your girlfriend. It's a great way to do mindset. And make sure it's exciting. Make sure it's positive. Make sure it's original. Give thoughts and emotions and your feelings. Maybe ask for advice. Asking for advice and asking questions is a great way for engagement. Most of the time, I'd say about 60-70% of the time, I like to always end a post with a question, and not like a question like, I don't know, I don't want to like step on toes. Not a silly question that people won't answer, but a question that invokes thought and people want to answer or give advice. And also, biggest thing, include you. Do not take a picture of wait, you did it. Rebecca, you did a great job with the great example of including you. You could have taken a picture of your 2 house cleaning things, right? And put them side by side and said, which one do you use? But you were in the picture, and it sounds so silly, but it's so important that people see your face, because they start connecting you with your brand and your way of life and the things that you're excited about. So make sure when you do a post, as much as you can, include you in it, especially in your workouts, when you're playing with your kids, when you're picking out an outfit, it needs to be you. All right. Here is a cute little example of non-beach body posts that is fun and engaging. It's something that Amber was really big on. She was really big on couponing, and so she did a couponing post. It wasn't anything Beachbody, so it was something that people could engage with and give advice about. It's something that some people are super passionate about, so you know you're going to get those gung-ho people that are like, oh yeah, this is what I do, and this is the website I use. So here's a fun example of something you can do. And think whatever hobby or extracurricular thing you like to do, you can do something very similar. And she used PicLab, very similar to PhotoFi, and made it interesting, colorful. And if I were to see this picture on Facebook, it said adult life, hashtag adult life. I'd be like, what is she talking about? That's funny. And then I would read it. And if I had any thoughts on couponing, I would probably comment. But I don't, so I probably didn't comment. These are super fun. I love these. Drop a selfie. It's so fun to see your audience actually post pictures on your Facebook page of, usually I'm like, you know, you didn't just take that. That was when you looked good, but who cares? Anyways, this is engagement. I don't know how many people, so it says 28. I think if I went back to this post, there's probably a lot more now. I don't know what I just did. Oh, there we go. But having people comment on your posts creates engagement. Facebook actually has a mathematical calculation of how your posts show up in people's news feeds. So the more that you get random people to comment and post drop a selfie is a fun way to do that, and it's still your picture, and so it's your brand, the more you're going to show up in their news feed. So this is just another way to post something fun. If you're totally out of ideas, drop a selfie. It's super easy. But here's one where there's no pictures. Actually, Kelly could have put a picture of a cute little girl because her kids are flipping adorable. But this is asking for advice. Now, these can be a little touchy sometimes because people get really opinionated about whether or not you should pierce your infant's ears. So don't get in confrontation with anybody over whether or not you agree or disagree with them. This is not a place for a debate, but asking questions like this is a great way to find those moms. If you're a mom, you want moms commenting on your page, because guess what? That is your target market. And so asking a parent whatever the word is, question, that will get your moms answering. So when I posted the picture of Joshua doing his homework and I was talking about how he changed his diet, I mean, that blew up. I think we had like 38 comments about detailed stuff. Every single person on there, besides any coaches that commented, are important to me because that's my audience. Those are those moms who are concerned and interested about the nutrition of their children. And so I take note of who's commenting. And I'm creating engagement with that particular person so that my stuff will show up again in their newsfeed. All right, do's and don'ts. Do be positive. Ask questions. Include a picture with you with special words or text on it, and comment on your post. A little secret, which some of you guys already know this, when you comment on your post, it shows up again in newsfeed. So comment on a post from like 2012 and watch everybody like, congratulations on your baby. And you're like, really? I had that baby like 3 years ago. I'm just kidding. No, but if you have a really great post that went really well, it could be an ask for advice post or whatever. And you're like, you know what? I kind of want that back in there without having to redo it. Just comment on it. You can put a period, and it shows back up in people's news feeds, and you get to reuse the post again. I've done that a ton of times. Don't. Never, ever, ever, ever be negative. Listen, we can talk about things that are difficult in our life with what we're learning about that experience. Nobody wants to read Debbie Downers. I mean, I don't know if you guys see them with somebody who just woke up in the morning and they're like, oh my gosh, I have a headache. Grr. Do you stop to like that post or comment? No, you're like, really? Thanks. I just feel so much happier after reading that. So don't be negative. If you're dealing with a death in the family or you're dealing with something crazy going on in your life, you can talk about it. You've got to be real and vulnerable, but talk about what you're learning. Talk about what you're going through, how you're feeling. Be a relatable person through that experience, but don't be negative. Posting political things. This is hard for me because I'm like a diehard political person. I love politics, and I will debate you till I'm blue in the face of who I'm supporting. If you go back to my Facebook page in like 2009, I think I had Mitt Romney or somebody as my profile picture at one point. Sorry, I'm Republican. Don't hate me. Anyways, don't post political things. You're going to lose 50% of your audience if you post something political. It's not worth it. You're not going to get anybody to go out and, I mean, you can say go vote. That's great. You're being a great American by telling them to go vote. But politics is just one of those things on a business side that is not good. It's not going to work. It's going to cause debates. It's going to make you lose some people. And you know what? What we're out here to do is to inspire and help people get healthy and fit. And you don't want to turn them off just because they are, pro-gun or Democrat or Republican. You want to help them get healthy and fit. And what better way to pour into their life than to get in that aspect of their life and don't turn them away based on what your political views are. No politics. We're getting in, November political season, so be careful. Don't just post to post. Don't be white noise. Be very intentional every single time you post. That is so, so important. I see so many times coaches on my news feeds who just post the most random things. And then sometimes if I post a post, I do it intentionally because I want advice on something, like Joshua's little storm. I said, I'll go back and delete it. Like, I will delete that post after I get advice. Because it really, when a stranger comes to my wall to check out my Facebook page, that's not beneficial to them. They're not going to learn anything about me by saying that I'm going to urgent care about Joshua's ringworm. Or ringworm or tick bite or whatever it was. You can go back and delete it if you need to post to get information. Delete it later. And then if people offer advice, never ever argue with them. Like, if you really, really disagree with them, or it's violating to your morals, you can delete their comment. You can block them, whatever. But don't argue publicly with somebody else. It just does not go well with your audience. It doesn't help you at all. Sorry, I have a cough. Talk about this a little bit. When to post. There are peak times with Facebook, and you kind of have to play around a little bit with what your target market is, right? So if you're a male, you're not going to necessarily post the same times that I would as a stay-at-home mom. There is a very specific amount of time that moms get on Facebook. Think about yourself when you have time to get on Facebook. Usually nap time, and that 2 o'clock nap time. That's a great one, because they just wait till like 2:15. They put their kid down, they sit down, they're like, they start scrolling. And we want to make sure our posts are scroll stopping. Means they scroll and they're like, oh, what's that? You want your post to be scroll stopping. So make sure it's good. But play around with your post times. Post at different times and see which ones get the most likes with your target market. But for me, I've noticed, like I said, 7:30, 8:30, Monday morning is like, if I want to start a new challenge group or if I want to do a new sneak peek, that is when I post that Monday morning time slot, 7:30, between 7:30 and 9:30. I say 8 o'clock is probably the prime time. Every Monday morning, I have something of high quality to post every single Monday morning. So go ahead and put that on your schedule. It should happen. Let's see. Try different variety times a day. See what works for you. Like I said, you can comment on your post to bring it back up. So say you did a really hardcore post in the morning. Like I said, my sneak peek post or my challenge group offer post are always on Monday mornings at 8 o'clock. If I want that to show back up again in the evening because it's such a fantastic post and I want more people to apply for my hammer and chisel group, then I will comment, all right, I'm going to send you a PM. And I comment at 7 o'clock at night. It's showing back up in news feeds again. So make sure you continue to comment on that post that you do in the morning. But morning, afternoon, and night. Don't post at bad times. I see coaches do this, and I'm like, you're so wasting your time and energy. Don't post at like 11:30 at night or 2 in the morning with this high-quality thought post. Nobody's on Facebook. They're not going to see it, and it's just going to go into the oblivion until you comment on it again, then they'll show up. But make sure you're posting at intentional times. I already covered this. Pulls it back into your news feeds, reaches more people. The times, original post, 7 a.m., 12 p.m., 7 p.m. Don't respond to people right away. Wait a little to respond. It pulls back into the news feed. So if somebody says, let's see, I'm trying to think of a normal question that somebody would ask. Don't respond if they say, how much does it cost? Because then I always comment back, I'll send you a private message. And then I go into a private message and I say, hey, I saw you commented on my post. Tell me a little bit about your fitness goals and what is your nutrition like? And also tell me one of your biggest obstacles. That diverts the cost question and it gets them focusing on their why. Why do they want to do this? When you get that attention on their why and their purpose in doing this, then you can really get down to the nitty-gritty of what they need and meet those needs. And then the cost makes more sense to their brain. But if they just go in straight with the cost, they're not thinking about, oh my gosh, got to lose 15 pounds of baby weight. I've got to be in a wedding next. They're thinking, I can't spend $160 right now. I'm still buying formula, you crazy girl. So make sure when you bring that to a private message that you're really intentional with talking more about their why rather than the cost, and let the cost and the link and everything be the last thing that you send them. So don't respond right away. If they ask cost questions, make sure you comment, I'll send you a private message. And a lot of times when you say that, then other people are reading that didn't comment, and they're like, wait, I want a private message too. I want to know more information. And you'll get more people commenting on it. I didn't make this big because then I can't see you guys, and I don't like not be able to see you guys. So I'm doing it this way because I'm stubborn. It's kind of repetitive. How to post 4 times a day, at least twice. Like twice is like not enough, honestly. Make sure you're giving a variety of things, and it's not like, I worked out, I ate clean, I went for a walk, I ate clean, I worked out. You don't want to do that because that's going to annoy people. You want it to be, I'm wearing this outfit today. I read this Bible verse and it taught me this. Don't even just post a Bible verse, please. If you're going to post a Bible verse, talk about what you learned about it. Apply it to something so that somebody reads it and is inspired by it and learns something. Or what's an example? If when you're doing your workout and you're posting a workout post, talk about how you felt before you did the workout, how you feel after you've done the workout, or what you've overcome. Make sure there's always a story of content behind your post. And you're not just saying, I just did 21 day fix, day 7. Man, not exciting. Sorry. All they're going to do, you know what they're going to do? If they're at all interested in what you're doing, they're going to Google 21 day fix. They're not going to ask you about it. They're just going to be like, she's doing this workout and I'm going to go check it out. You know what I mean? You want to draw them into your journey and into your story. So make sure you're being really intentional when you post. And not all Beachbody, please. Like I said, I don't post hardly anything. Try not to. Once you get higher up, it gets a little bit easier. But when you first start out, don't post anything Beachbody. No hashtag Beachbody. We'll talk about this in a minute. No hashtag Shakeology. You know what you're doing? You're sending your audience to other coaches. When you click on hashtag Beachbody, there's like, I don't know, 200,000 people who hashtag Beachbody, and they're all coaches. Don't do that. Don't hashtag any products. That's not helping you at all, I promise. So here's 5 examples of things that are non-Beachbody, except for the one in the corner. It was freezing cold. I grabbed a picture of the temperature that day, my picture of my Elsa Halloween. People thought it was hilarious. And then, let's see, so sorry, y'all. I don't know. What does that say? I don't know. It came over me. I was trying to be funny, like Elsa, and I made it freezing outside. Anyways, people started posting like their temperatures or where they were at. It's kind of funny. All right, so if you find a funny image on Facebook, like I think this one's hilarious as die. We always go through those moments where it's like snowing nonstop. You know, please don't. Videos are different, but pictures, don't share the picture from whatever coach has used it or whatever website has used it. Grab the picture. It's on social media. There's no rights to it. You save that thing on your desktop. You post it on your page as your original post, because you know what they're going to do? See right here, I don't know if you see, it says 11 shares. This is good. 11 people shared my post. Now, if I would have shared somebody else's post, instead of it being my post, it would have been shared from ilovesnowmen.com or whatever. Instead, they were sharing from my page, which means random people that I don't know are like, oh, that's funny. Who's Jatana? And they just might click on my page and they might scroll a few times to check out and see who I am. And they might even follow me. I found random people from a share. It's like, I don't even know how I got in contact with you. Somebody shared something of yours and then I saw it and I started following you. That's how it's done. So never, ever share from those funny pictures you see, those memes, meme, I don't know what it is. Those funny pictures you find on Facebook. Grab the picture yourself and use it in your original posts. You can do fun little things of your family. You want to make yourself relatable. So I just put Sunday Fun Day, gorgeous weather, who else is getting outside today, and people are commenting. here's an example of something that was done over PicMonkey. There is a ton of tutorials on YouTube if you're like, I can't do this PicMonkey thing. You get better at it over time. If you're absolutely terrible at it, don't waste your time. Stick with Photofy, it's easier. But this is something I enjoy doing PicMonkey pictures, especially for our team. And this was just a coach mentorship example of something that I did. Let's see, it says, it's that time again, taking 10 new coaches. I have to cough like crazy. I can't read it. Anyhow, it's just a picture of an example of something you can do. And you guys can do this for yourself. You don't have to wait for me to come up with an image of me doing it. Put your picture on there. Even though you're not running the coach training, you are a coach bringing people into the coach training. So you can grab a picture of yourself, and it doesn't have to be a professional headshot. It can be a picture of you working out or a picture of you selfie with good lighting or whatever. And put the words on there. Coach mentorship. Join my coach training. It starts on November 2nd. That's when we're starting. Are you promoting the fact that we are starting a new coach training on November 2nd? That's a Monday morning, 8 o'clock post. Make sure you're building some credibility first before you just jump in there. But if you've been a coach for a month or two, you can totally talk about, I'm helping change lives. Here's some of my challengers. I'm also creating an income for my family, an extra income for my family. If you're at all interested, we have a new coach training that starts November 2nd. And that's why those sneak peeks are so vital, because it allows people to get into the sneak peek and kind of feel it out and see if they like it. And then they can sign with you after they've been through the sneak peeks. How to incorporate Beachbody. So this is more the business side of it. Make sure you're sharing your journey. Don't share Autumn Calabre's journey. Don't share Shaun T's journey. I never share Shaun T's pictures or his little videos, because all they do is they go to his page and they like it. And you know what's crawling all over Shaun T's Facebook page? 100,000 coaches. So don't share that stuff. Share your journey. If they say something that you've learned, then you can say, I learned from Shaun T today that this, and this. Fine. Give him credit. But don't just share their stuff. Share your stuff. Post workout videos, pictures, meals, recipes. People love getting recipes. That is the great way to add value to people. So make sure you're doing things like that on a daily basis, but not all of them on a daily basis, just one of those a day. I also think sharing progress pictures of your challengers is super vital. People need to see what you're doing is working, because you know what, your transformation might be a slow journey and they might not see that before and after just yet. But we have people on Epic Empire who have lost 120 pounds. We have all of those pictures available from, you know, a mom who just got toned up, which is me, who's lost 10 pounds, and I got a six-pack, right? And then we have Michael Dooley, who's lost 120 pounds, and he's got before and afters. All the way in between there, we have all of those before and after pictures in Epic Empire. And Beachbody puts out pictures. You can grab those and post. Just be careful to make sure you don't, like, give credit to yourself if you didn't help them. Make sure you talk, and that's why I like to use Epic Empire, because I can say, this is our team, this is what we're doing from our challenge groups, and you can take ownership over that. And make sure it's full of excitement, positivity, and then if you're referring to coaches, you talk about you leading people with something, whether it's coaching in the business or it's through a challenge group. Make sure you write down questions if you guys have questions. Keywords: mentor, fitness, nutrition, support, accountability, limited space, looking for 10 people. Given a limited amount of people gives people the urgency and they want to get in there and get that spot. Private group. I like to use the word test group when a new product is launched. I will use that word more when we start talking about hammer and chisel, because my test group is my first group of people who are going to go through the program with me. I've never been through hammer and chisel. I will probably have Success Club 75 when it comes out. I'm telling you, new product launches are huge. So start building it up now. Start your wait list now. I did it this Monday. I put my before and after pictures out there, and I said, you know what? I'm taking 20 ladies or 20 people for hammer and chisel to work with me one-on-one. I'm going to be their coach. This is going to be our first test group with Epic Empire. And people are like flocking to it like flies. And you can use Wufoo. It's a free application. They can fill out, I think Google Docs also has one as well if you like Google. Things you do not want to say. Do not be Roden and Fields, please. These people, their products are great. I am not downing their products. Their salespeople just so look bad with my skin because they love sending me messages about how they can fix my skin. Buy, purchase, on sale. Guys, we are doing this nonstop. I'm seeing coaches post all the time. 21-day fix is on sale. You sound like a car salesman. Don't do that. So buy, purchase, on sale, program titles, pictures of programs on your counter. Okay, Shakeology, 21-day fix cups are really cute, but every coach is doing that. Be original. Be yourself. Don't take pictures of the products. Don't take pictures of DVDs just sitting on the counter saying, I'm doing a new 21-day fix, and it's just a picture of the DVDs sitting there. It's not good. Prices, never ever put prices out there. Only time I ever put prices is when we do our Black Friday special, and that's where people can buy things like dirt cheap. And I'll put it out there then. And then don't post your link. One, you can actually get in trouble with Facebook because you're not supposed to be running a business over your personal Facebook page. So don't post your link on an actual post. That is something that is super personal after you have really dug into that relationship and seen what they need. You've heard their needs, and then they're ready to purchase. Then they get the link. But no posting your challenge pack link on your Facebook page. Big no-no. Here's an example. This is actually I think it's an older, January 19th, probably like 2 years ago or last year. I don't know. Alex, if you're on, you can tell me. But this is Alex doing just a simple, I think it's probably PicMonkey post. It was a picture she had taken, but the words are fairly simple. If you look at the words on there, you don't see Beachbody or I don't know. As you see coach and stuff, but it's just not screaming, I'm working for Beachbody, come become a Beachbody coach. No, it's saying, I am Alex Grimm, and I am looking for coaches who want to be a part of my team, who want to help others and become financially free, and it's a family-like team. She is branding herself in this post. So make sure when you do something like a new coach search or new coach training or sneak peek that it's about who you are and what you have to offer as a leader. And people start following it, even though they might not respond right away. They see you as a legitimate business owner and they want to know more about it. She also, in the text here, went through and kind of went through her story a little bit and talked about her why and how she, is a single mom of 4 and is able to support 4 children as a single mom of 4 with some of her Beachbody income. So that's huge and a testament to her audience, her credibility. Scrolling down. Transformation Tuesdays. This is our lovely Annette. She posted her before and afters. It builds credibility with, what she has personally been doing. And she talks about all right, these hashtags aren't that great right here, Annette. But if you read the paragraph, she talks about, what? Whoa. Did I do that? Whoa. Where are those coming from? Do you guys see those little red lines? I don't know if I did that, but sorry. She talks about being in her 40s with 4 kids and with just 30 minutes a day and portion control. She's healthier and happier. She's lost the muffin top. Everybody not everybody, but people in her target market can relate to that. Getting older, knowing you had kids, and your kids are starting to grow up, and you still shouldn't have the mom belly anymore, right? I know I felt that way. So people can relate to this. So make sure when you talk here in the paragraph that it is relatable. It's not, oh my gosh, I totally did 21-day fix, and I did all my portion controls, and I followed the containers. It's amazing, and I lost weight. No, she had a great little context there in her paragraph. Another example of coaching, this is Kelly's. It is her, it's her brand. It's not Beachbody. It does have the words Beachbody on it, but it's about Kelly. It's not none of their material. Never use Beachbody's marketing material on your Facebook page. I'm not trying to bash Road and Fields. They're just on my mind for some reason because I get a million messages a day. But do you remember when you scroll down, you see like before and after of like faces that are not wrinkly and then wrinkly? And it's always like the corporate pictures. I will never go to somebody because I'm like, I don't know that person. I don't think they're just grabbing pictures from their corporate, and those people are like professional marketers. So make sure you're doing original stuff that is tailored to you. This is a girl that she was, I think when posted this, she was fairly a new coach. She put her WooFoo form in here so that people could join her private challenge group. If they were interested, they click on this link right here, and it will bring them to an application to apply to be a part of her challenge group. The reason why this is really helpful, and I know a lot of top coaches do it, there's something about clicking on a form and filling it out that makes you feel like you're really taking part in something. And it also gives the coach really vital information about that person. I like to ask what your workout level is, beginning, intermediate, or advanced. Do you own any Beachbody products already? You find out somebody owns Beachbody products, I put them on my maybe coach list because they already love Beachbody programs. So WooFoo forms are a great way to kind of get to know your customer before they even start a conversation with them. That's my favorite. All right, what not to do. These are big no-nos. Insanity Max link is live. I just ordered mine. I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, here's my challenge pack link. No, that's terrible. That is not connecting with your audience. I would scroll straight through this and I wouldn't even stop. Like, all I see is Team Beachbody when I look at that, and that's it. And I would keep scrolling because most people are doing this. So that's a big no-no. I hope I don't step on anybody's toes, but here's another big no-no. On sale now. Don't do that. There is no branding here. It is just pictures of DVDs laying on the counter. It does not separate you from the masses. It does not make people, it makes people feel like you're trying to sell them something. And that is the last thing you want people to feel. Just a little reminder, 21-day fix sale ends Tuesday. Program is $10 when you purchase Shakeology. Now the last sentence there is the only thing that's quality in that. I lost 10 pounds in just 3 weeks. Too good not to share. Don't do this. I'm saying this to you guys, and it will happen like tomorrow. I'm trying to help you. Take my advice. Shakeology. Shaker cups on counters. No bueno. This is even worse. Picture of corporate's marketing of Shakeology. Bad, bad, bad. Hashtags. These hashtags are horrible. Like I said, they're sending people, if people just happen to want to click on a hashtag and say, what is 21-day fix? I'm going to click on the hashtag. That brings you to the other 380,000 coaches that hashtag 21-day fix. So it's not helpful. There are better ways to promote Shakeology than this. Typically, I like to be in the picture. I don't usually do like drinking things. I always feel weird doing that, but most of the time my favorite ones are when the moms are on the go and they're like in their car about to pull out of their driveway. Their kids are in their car seats and they got their Shakeology cup and they're like, you know what? I'm headed out. I'm not stopping by Chick-fil-A like I used to. I'm going to drink my Shakeology. I'm going to feel good. Guess what? My hair looks great. My nails look great. And I'm going to have energy. And moms are watching and they're like, I'm getting ready to go to Chick-fil-A. What are you doing? And they want to know more. So that's a great way to post about Shakeology. Scroll. Love getting mail like this. Hashtag Shakeology, hashtag Beachbody. Boring. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to stop. Nobody's going to comment. Picture, a really, really bad skewed picture of the front of the meal plan. Not good. I'm just giving you guys some examples. You can, with a cool graphic picture, right? Take the cool graphic picture. If this says something to you, great. Take it, put it on your wall, but talk about what this picture means to you. And and obviously this picture might not mean anything to you, but for her, she liked it. I don't even know what it says, but make sure you have a nice little paragraph with some all capital words in it that make it pop a little bit about what this means to you, and make it personal. Never just put you can. Profile pictures need to be your face, just you. Not you and your husband, not you and your kids, not your dog, not a picture of Tony Horton. It needs to be you, not a picture of Shakeology. I've seen it. It needs to be you. Your cover photo is where you display your life, your spouse, your kids. You can put all of that in your cover photo and you can make it really pretty and beautiful, but your profile picture has to be your beautiful face. It does not have to be professional. That can happen later. Like you see here, these are just really nice, well-taken selfies. But just think this is kind of like your business card, your Facebook pages. Lastly, if you take anything away from this presentation, make sure you do it right and you make it count. Every single post on Facebook needs to be intentional because you have a purpose and a reason why you're doing this. You're not just trying to be white noise. So I am going to open it up for questions if you have any questions. Hopefully you guys learned something tonight and you will change your behaviors. Make sure you check yourself. Don't be like, oh, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm already posting good. Yeah, I've done that before. It doesn't get you anywhere. You need to be a learner. You need to be willing to learn and change. So I want everybody to go on their Facebook page once you get on this call and scroll. Just do on your phone, grab your phone because that's what everybody's using these days. Nobody sits in an office looking at their Facebook page most of the time. I want you to scroll 5 times on your Facebook page, just 5. And see if, one, can anybody tell you're on a fitness journey or that you're a coach or that you care anything about nutrition and fitness? A little bit about your life. Like, would they get to know you a little bit by scrolling 5 times? So just do that test on yourself. But I want to open it up to any questions if you guys have any. It's just me. It's not Keyshawn from corporate, so you guys can ask questions. Okay. Anybody? This is Learning Zone. Rebecca, are you trying to answer? How do you? Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to learn how to unmute. So I have a question about the forms. So it's kind of
breaking up.
formality intended, but do you send for purchase or do they purchase and then you send them? I guess you would form where they, oh, you're frozen. Are we frozen?
Yeah, it was frozen for a second there.
Okay.
Repeat it again.
So when you are sending them the application, do you send that before they purchase?
You talking about like the WooFoo form? Are you referring to
just the filling out the form? There was one that had a link to click out for them to apply, like an application for them to apply. I mean, it's just a formality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's applications just go somewhere in the trash. Or I mean,
no, eventually you do once you've reached out to all of them. But for example, if you go back to my hammer and chisel post on Facebook, it's my before and after picture. I talk about how I'm going to be mentoring 20 people through this new program, and I talked about what kind of program that it is because nobody knows about it. And then I put the link, my WooFoo link on there. And basically when they click on it, they give like a survey about themselves. They talk about how is their nutrition, what have they ever done a program, what do they own already, what are their goals. And the great way with that is it's a tool for you. So when you go to reach out to them, and it's a way to keep track of people, when you go back to them, you can say, hey, Carla, I saw that you own P90X and Insanity, so you've already attempted Beachbody programs. Tell me a little bit about that experience. How was that for you? And you said that you are struggling with eating breakfast in the morning because you'll hear these things that are like red flags, like, oh, there's Shakeology. Oh, there's T25 because they barely have any time. You'll hear the things that you need to hear to figure out what's best for them. And then you tailor your response about what their needs are. You tailor your response to their needs. Makes
So I've
sense.
been doing that through the private messaging, but should I make it more formal?
You
Because
can
right
do
now we're just wanting information, and I've just been private messaging them.
in
So
general, I
when would
say
I use the form?
the form is, I use it for my 8 o'clock in the morning Monday morning post, and it's either for a new challenge group that I'm starting, or coaching. Like if I want to apply to be one of my apprentice coaches, or it's basically a coach, but you can say apprentice because we do train them for 21 days, so they would be under you for 21 days, or you're working with them. So that the WooFoo form is just a formality that you can use for your business to keep track of people and for people to apply to be a part of a challenge group or to the coaching opportunity.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody else? Oh. Brittany said, I need this night. I'm guilty of some of these things this week. I was in a rut. Thank you. I'm calling myself out. You go, girl. Love it. Love it. I love your before and after picture post, though. That was good. Hi, Connie. You're a newbie. Look at you guys not talking. Oh, you went back 3 months and deleted hashtag.
I'm actually guilty of doing a clip stitch of the the containers holding my thing, but I had like 221 views. Do I delete it?
No, guys, this is a learning process.
But if it's tacky, I don't want it on there.
No, it's tacky to people who have been doing it for a while. You know what I mean? Like once you start learning what works and what doesn't work, you're fine. Don't stress out and like start deleting pictures. You're okay. Just take it as a learning thing that your pictures need to be about you. If you want to hold the containers, fine, you can do that.
I'm studying it. Like I'm looking at it right now, and I look like I have them to the side, and I'm going through because it's so brand new, and people are like, "What are you doing, Rebecca?" Like, I don't know.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go look at it. You're fine.
I know. It was yesterday. It was yesterday morning at 9:30. But it has a really cool song, and it's a clip stitch, and it's like 4, and a whole Shakeology in the other one. I don't know if yeah.
You're fine. Is it the picture with your son in the picture? I like that one.
But I have the containers.
No, it's okay to take pictures of the containers, but you also had your family in it. You know what I mean? There was purpose in it. It wasn't just
baby. With an arrow.
You guys have to remember, and you'll be mindful of it now that we've talked about it, but think of the other network marketing companies who advertise on Facebook. And think about the way they post. Just don't post like that. Don't use corporate pictures. I mean, I could probably pull up my newsfeed right now and see. I'm just bombarded by Road and Fields. That's owners by Jamberry with their nails. I don't know what would make you want to go buy Jamberry nails. Like, what would they have to talk about or do? Or would they have to show like a cute outfit and be like, look, it matches. How cute is this? And I did it in like 2 minutes and it totally matches my outfit. That's how I would market Jamberry. But you have to just think about those people that you see on Facebook. You're like, no, stop trying to sell me your stuff and just don't do that. Anybody else?
I have 2 questions.
All right.
Okay, so the first one is I'm totally in love with like my free t-shirts for completing programs. So when I post on there, I don't necessarily say, I'm doing this workout, but I'm wearing the shirt. So do you think that's a bad idea? Like, are people going to see my shirt and go on to like, I don't know, the internet and search it and then find it? I don't know.
It's possible. No, it's possible. And I think you are totally, I wear product shirts too. And if you earn the shirt, you can do the whole whatever that you're wearing it. And you could talk about, I started this and I was hesitant. I didn't think it was going to work, but I've lost 15 pounds. I've lost 6 inches. I feel amazing. Libby, you might have more insight into this too. She looks like she's itching. She's like, I got something to say. But I think you're okay to wear the shirt proudly because you earned it. I don't think anybody's going to go Google it because you're wearing it during your workout. I wouldn't worry about that. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I never really thought about it either until you were talking about like the hashtags, and I was like, wow, that's how dumb am I that I've been hashtagging this for like 3 months.
No, and the hashtag is bad because I'm not one to click on hashtags because I write weird hashtags like I didn't feel like getting up this morning. Hashtag isn't that funny? Hashtag like I say statements that I wouldn't put in a sentence, but people do hashtag products, and so if somebody likes to click on hashtags, like I said, that's going to bring them to the whole network. You know?
Right. And I don't necessarily do it on purpose, but it's because I'll like put it on Instagram for that purpose because I want to tag it on Instagram, but then, you know, you link them and then all your hashtags come over. So that's what I just went back and did, was delete them all.
Yeah. It is 10 o'clock. Good grief. I didn't realize it was getting so late. Libby, did you have something to say? Or you're like, come on, 10 o'clock. She don't boot us off. If you guys don't know Libby, she's my amazing right-hand girl. She keeps me in line. Any other questions? Carla, are you good? I don't know if you said you had 3 questions or something.
Oh, I did have another one. So the other day I put up this post about my dog, and I asked everybody to, you know, send me a picture of your dog to, you know, initiate conversation, but it totally stopped. Like I have 28 comments and I don't even know what to like. Do you message them and try to strike a conversation like, oh my God, your dog's so cute? And then like, I don't understand.
So a lot of people commented pictures of their dog, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just like a bunch of pictures of their dogs, which was kind of my way to just initiate conversation with them. But then I don't want to sound like a weirdo from someone I've never met. Like, oh, your Chihuahua's so cute. And then like, what do you even do with that?
Well, the big thing that you're getting out of that is the engagement. You're getting people commenting on your page, meaning they're going to see your stuff on their page. You can like their doggy picture. And if you want, you can comment and be like, oh my gosh, I have the same dog. How old is she? Or most people don't have, you have like a Dalmatian, don't you? You can comment back or you can just private message them. But the biggest purpose behind getting people to comment on your actual wall is to get the Facebook engagement. Not necessarily to strike up a conversation about the doggy. Like I don't comment and be like, nice selfie. Where'd you get those earrings? I could. That might be interesting. But anybody else? All right, well, it's 10 o'clock. We need to get some sleep. I hope you guys will go do your homework, go look at your Facebook page, and be mindful and be intentional on every single post. Good night, guys. Gals. Bye.